Spaces and Planes portion of the museum. Joining me once again, Stephen Quick, Director General of the Canada Aviation and Space Museum. We're just lounging.
Absolutely. Well, this is the Air Canada Lounge. The good news about this is the photographs are on time, so you're not waiting for a plane that's actually fog-bound, so that's good. This is a small part of the collection of the photographs from Air Canada. It also includes some of the uniforms for Air Canada. We have their entire collection. And kind of the neat stuff is that the early designers, 60s and 70s, the top designers were actually designing for Air Canada and CPR. So
I'd like to get a closer look at these vintage uniforms because they look pretty stylish. And you said that you have thousands of uniforms, and these are just a few that are on display.
Absolutely. We're looking to change these up on a regular basis so that people get to see them on a regular basis. So this is the Air Canada portion of the museum.
So do you remember the season when the Ottawa Senators brought back the vintage jerseys just for one go? I wonder if at some point the Air Canada stewardesses and stewards will decide to bring back old vintage.
Well, last year when they were celebrating, they actually had two fashion shows. We had a new one here, and they had one in Montreal where they showed all of the costumes from different periods. So it was very cool. Yeah, the 40s were really cool.
Yeah, very Mad Men-ish, right?
Absolutely.
So as we spin around, as soon as we came to this section of the museum, this giant yellow helicopter. It's a helicopter, right? Even though it's got two propellers?
Twin rotors,
Twin, okay. So what's the story behind it?
This is a Labrador, which was the rescue helicopter for the Canadian Air Force for many, many, many years. It's been retired. The cool thing about this is that the pilot that brought it in took it through the fountain at Lac Leamy. We don't like to tell everybody about that, but I guess we are now. But yeah, he flew right through it on his way in, which is kind of neat. So
now you said that it was intentional, but did he give everyone a heads up that he would be doing this?
No, he did not give. So there was a whole bunch of VIPs that were in the aircraft on the way through. So, but it was great. They
must have been so scared.
Actually, I think they were pretty excited about coming through.
I'd imagine.
At least that's what they said when they got here.
Of course, that's what you're going to say. Now, what about this smaller one? It looks like a pod.
Well, this is one of the early helicopters. This is a Bell helicopter, and this was used by the Canadian Navy. And again, this is what you were flying in up north when they were doing a lot of surveys and things. So pilot and a co-pilot and just enough power to get it off the ground, and you're flying in Arctic conditions, so pretty cool.
That is scary. Is there a reason why the entire cockpit is glass and it gives you more, is it for more peripherals? Why is it see-through?
Well, better visibility, because remember, now you're not going in a forward motion. You are, but you're also going up, down, sideways, so you want to see 180 around you, so you're not running into anything. There's a great story about a pilot where the entire cockpit fogged over, and he had to hold the door open with his foot to be able to see to land. So there are incredible stories about all of these aircraft.
I feel like it takes a special type of breed of person to be a pilot.
It sure does. Absolutely.
So we're not done our tour of the museum. A little bit later in the show, you're going to tell us about the different programs that you have going on in March break. And what's the last section that we'll be visiting?
The last section we'll be visiting is the jets with the cockpits, I believe.
Ooh, okay. Am I going to get in the cockpit?
Absolutely.
Yes. Okay, stay with us. We've got more to come from the Canada Aviation and Space Museum.